Hi, welcome to the intensive course Human Security and Japan's Foreign Policy created for the students of the Tokyo University of Foreign Studies and its partnered universities. Module 1. Understanding Human Security. The ending of the Cold War brought with it a new kind of war, and the plight of civilians became more widely reported. In 1992, the United Nations Security Council expressly recognized that non-military threats to peace required urgent action just as much as conflicts between states and within states. The escalation of atrocities committed against civilians and the new development of war with civilians and not soldiers as the primary target initiated an international debate on the nature of security in the post-Cold War world. In its annual report for 1993, the United Nations Development Programme, the UNDP, noted that there was a need for a new security concept. The concept of security must change from an exclusive stress on national security to a much greater stress on people's security, from security through armaments to security through human development, from territorial security to food, employment, and environmental security. The report of the UNDP the following year was to have a great impact on the international discussion about security. This report initiated what a high-ranking Japanese civil servant in UNESCO, Matsuura Koichiro, described as a broad debate which substantially helped to enrich the concept of human security and provide the impetus for wide-ranging action to curb the impact of threats to it. In what later has been repeatedly cited, the UNDP wrote, "For too long, the concept of security has been shaped by the potential for conflict between states. For too long, security has been equated with the threats to a country's borders. For too long, nations have sought arms to protect their security. For most people today, a feeling of insecurity arises more from worries about daily life than from the dread of a cataclysmic world event. Job security, income security, health security, environmental security, security from crime, these are the emerging concerns of human security all over the world. Human security is relevant to people everywhere, in rich nations and in poor. The threats to their security may differ: hunger and disease in poor nations and drugs and crime in rich nations, but these threats are real and growing." What the UNDP launched in 1994 was nothing less than an alternative way of looking upon security.
Students in one of my courses watch the Women in War series from Public Broadcasting in the United States. And there's a quote in there that keeps coming up. The students keep reporting on that there's enough bullets in the world today that to kill every human being twice. And I'm thinking, so we have that level of armament. We have that. Why are we not secure? And I think that human security, the work that I'm doing through GPAC, through Alliance for Peace Building, is getting at that question. So why aren't we secure with all these weapons? And of course, the definition of human security from the United Nations is freedom from fear, freedom from want, and a life with dignity. So if you reframe security in that idea as opposed to national security, and if we're not secure as a nation, then we need more armaments, we need better militaries, we need to feed that that dragon, we need to feed it more resources, and then we'll be more secure. That's a myth. And so human security says, no, it's actually about, where are the needs, the physical needs, the emotional needs? Where are we living in fear? And could it be that all the violence has traumatized us and we feel fragmented?
Now, I would like you to watch a short introductory film titled Human Security: A New Response to Complex Threats. The link to the documentary is in your e-portfolio. Once you finish watching it, answer a few questions. After writing your answers, please go and check at least 2 of your other classmates' e-portfolios and comment on their entries.